Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing some Monks and Mystics and Mayhem and Madness and lots of words that start with M with FilthyRobot.
Have we added Mayhem to this?
No, I don't know. It just came up in thought.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
to you, I believe I'm Emperor Filthy.
Yeah, no, no Emperor of mine. No, I'm content. I'm gonna follow you into battle. Sure, I'm
telling yourself that. I'm waiting for the backstab.
Being better than most vassals would be. So let's talk about the siege. So, when you're looking at the siege of Durham, you can see that the attackers have 2,608 troops.
Yep.
The defenders have 864. The relative number determines like a multiplicative weight of the army. The bigger the army relative to the siege, the defenders, the harder they press against it. It's not a linear formula. So doubling your army doesn't mean the siege will go twice as fast, but it does make it go faster.
Okay.
There are no dice rolls. It'll just progress a certain percentage every 12 days based on those numbers.
Okay.
You have to have more attackers than defenders.
Where do I see this siege time? You said 12 days. Where do I see that?
Hover over the defender's green bar.
Okay.
It'll say morale 96.2% out of 1, representing 100%. Decaying at 4.1% every 12 days. When morale gets to 0, you win the siege. So you can just math out if you wanted to, like, it'll take exactly this many days for you to win the siege, guaranteed. Okay. Sending more troops couldn't speed it up. Generally speaking, fort level is a huge factor. In that tooltip, you can see base is 0.2, fort level cuts it. It cuts the speed in by a fifth, by a factor of 5, because there's a fort. It's a castle that we're sieging. The fact that we have them outnumbered.
Really that is a 20% multiplier, not a minus 0.18. So this is multiplicative, not additive.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. So we have them outnumbered. So that's how, again, that the bigger the army, we have an 18% speed boost, basically, because we've got way more men than they do. And then we have a technology penalty. The English have better technology than we do. We've just got pikes and pitchforks and whatever. So, now, if you click, you can see the first holding we've got is Durham. There's 2 flags on that castle. Do you see the castle icon?
I see 3 castles. No, hold on. No, I don't.
Not icon. Sorry, castle.
Yeah, got it.
Like a
portrait.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you click on that, you can actually open up an interface, take a closer look at the actual castle. You can see what's built in it. It's got some castle fortifications, walls, a keep, militia training ground, barracks, stables, castle, town, etc.
Okay.
You can see the type of troops that it provides, the total levy, the garrison size, the income per year, etc. It's got 4.5 fort level, most of which comes from the fact that it is a castle, and it's got walls and stuff.
It apparently has a very annoying rooster.
Yes. So, now, looking at that castle picture, not worrying about like the castle, like actual details, the interface we opened up, just close that one. But looking at that castle picture, in the top left-hand corner, do you see like a sigil or a flag?
County of Durham, and then also the petty kingdom of Northumberland.
Okay. Top left is who owns it.
Okay.
Top right is what it is or what it belongs to. Okay. So it's part of the petty kingdom of Northumberland. Top right. Top left is who owns it or like what it is. It's the county of Durham. Okay.
All right.
If it were occupied, there would be a third flag right between those two. So click on the province above us called Northumberland. You'll see an example. You see that little petty kingdom of York right in between the two? That's showing that the petty kingdom of Northumberland is the owner of it, and it belongs to it, and it's currently occupied by the kingdom of York.
I noticed we're missing our helpful stripy symbols when something's occupied. Is there an easy way to tell occupation without clicking on the province?
Yes, there is. If you have the W key selected, realms, you can see the little stripy indicator things.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
So see how it's dashed? It's not a complete line. That means that it's partially occupied. There's still 2 subholdings in that province that are not occupied. So we have a choice. We can either go and try to participate in this battle, which you seem keen on, or we can be, not caring about the AI and just focus on our own sieges.
Yeah, let's siege.
Okay, if we're going to siege, we could either keep all of our troops in Durham, or we could go after the provinces in Northumbria, which is what I would probably recommend, because they have... Basically, the fort has fallen. The castle is already occupied. All that's left is a city and a bishopric that we can go and pilfer. So by moving over to the province of Northumberland, we will siege down the city of Newcastle, which... Can you click on Northumberland real quick? You see in the bottom, there's the 2 subholdings that are kind of outlined in red. The city of Newcastle. Click on Newcastle and open up that interface.
Okay.
They only have a fort level of 0.4. So
nice.
remember how the castle was like cutting the speed of our siege by a fifth?
Yep.
By 5? Yep. It'll be much, much faster if we loot this other one.
Should we leave some troops in Durham to keep that siege going?
If you if you can split your army and keep at least 864 troops plus, then maybe. But just be aware that might have to defend. So you can try.
That's fine.
The more we spread out, the better the siege will be. Having more troops in a province speeds up sieges.
I don't really feel like getting stack wiped because I'm from mechanics I don't understand, so I'll just go siege with everyone. It's fine.
Okay. So what we're doing is, there's a couple of reasons for this decision, by the way. Number 1 is that it takes a much, much longer amount of time to siege that castle. Number 2 is, if you'll recall from last episode, we want to siege down provinces that are owned directly by the war leader, which is Northumberland, Teviotdale, and the province above it, Lothian.
And tell me again, what was the interface to get to that?
From here, you just press the E key and click on Northumberland. You can see that he owns those 3 provinces in the brighter green. Okay. So it'll do more. It'll be worth more war score to occupy any province that's held directly by him, even though he doesn't hold the castle. Sorry, the city and the bishopric. Any province in this province, any holding in this province will be worth more war score.
Okay.
So yeah. Wow, it's a complicated game, isn't it? Indeed, yes.
How do I split an army?
All right. So you can, while you have the army selected, you can press the S key to split it in half as best as the game can. It'll try to balance it.
Yeah.
But it's not like EU4 where you can just say, I want these 1,000 infantry to go here and these 1,000 to go here. Every individual banner or like levy that you have raised cannot be separated. So if you raised a levy from a castle, that army will always stick together. Okay. And it will be composed of light infantry, heavy infantry, archers, cavalry, etc., dependent upon that castle itself. So that's the minimum split size.
Do I have anything resembling manpower?
Kind of, if you consider the levy replenishment rate. Like,
okay.
If your army dies, if you do get stack wiped, then you just have to wait for the levy to replenish, which just happens automatically over time. So, are you thinking? I see you've actually got a 1244 stack.
Yeah, that's how it's split when I use the S key. It's split for a 1244 and a 618. I was considering killing that 500 stack.
Feel free. Go ahead, dive in.
You're letting it wander around because you haven't paused it. How do I get a fight?
Okay, just go. Go. So you arrive on the 18th.
Yep.
You're going to miss them. They're going to be gone before you get there. They're going to be gone on the 13th.
Fast. So I have to go here? No. Screw it. We'll just siege down shit then. That's fine.
Well, actually, the AI... Yeah, well, based on the movement...
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, go after Teviotdale. And here's another reason why we want to consider this. This is CK2 like 200 level. Okay? 100 level is siege down the war leader's stuff. It's important. 200 level is click on the province of Durham.
Okay.
You see the castle icon, or the indicator, the picture.
Uh-huh.
Below it, on the left-hand side, there's a little green bar.
Uh-huh.
Represents the size of the garrison. It's 460 troops that are garrisoned here. The red bar on the right represents the levy, the amount that you could actually raise if you were the owner of this province, 404. Okay. Notice how both are full.
No. On Northumberland, we're talking again?
Durham.
Durham. Okay, yep.
Okay, so 460 garrison, 404 levy. Notice how both bars are totally full.
Sure.
This means that both the garrison is fully stocked and the levy is in the castle. They're hanging out. They have not been raised. So by sieging that province, we are effectively sieging a province that has twice the garrison. Because the levy's trapped in there.
Yeah.
Click on Teviotdale.
Okay. No levy.
No levy, which means that
very small levy.
460 garrison with no levy, you can see how much easier it is to get that outnumbered modifier in your favor if the levy is not there.
Okay.
So another argument for sieging down the war leader's stuff is that he will always raise his own levy. His subjects might not. So Durham's much harder to siege than his own personal holdings. Good?
Yep.
Let's go. Let's do this. Hopefully nothing bad happens to you soon.
Okay.
I'm not spying. I'm not murdering you, I promise.
Okay. I believe you for now. But the best part is if you did murder me, I wouldn't notice because I wouldn't know it. So. It's kind of like.
So they just got intercepted again. 5,800 versus 3,700.
How come I'm standing on the same tile as this other army and not fighting it?
You are not, actually. The 575 is currently in the province of Cumberland.
Doesn't look like it, but okay.
Well, it's marching and will arrive in Durham. It couldn't possibly get to Durham if it was in Teviotdale.
Sure, no, I believe you that's what's happening, but visually it looks like it's in the province I'm standing in.
Okay. So we have much better siege speed. You'll notice that we have a siege rate of 14.7% on the city in Northumberland, because that much better fort level multiplier. It's only 0.7 instead of 0.2.
Okay.
We're playing on speed 1 because, you know, you've never played CK2 before, but that's much faster.
Okay.
And how is your siege? I can't see it because I'm not actually involved in your siege of Teviotdale. How goes that one? What's your siege rate or your?
The siege rate is every 12. Oh, you're asking. Okay.
The percentage
minus
per 12 days.
Minus 5 every 12 days.
Okay, it's pretty good. So about 20 ticks or so. Looks like they're coming to attack you.
Yeah, they get intercepted. Get wrecked.
Yeah, they're doing before they introduced Shattered Retreat to CK2, they're doing what was affectionately called ping-ponging. They are getting routed from one province back to the next, and then they just keep on getting ping-ponged back and forth until they are completely destroyed, which I think is perfectly fine in the scope of CK2, because when I picture like a levy that was raised, you know, farmers with pitchforks, it just seems to me what would happen. You know, the horsemen would continue to ride them down and murder them all. It makes the AI much better having Shattered Retreat turned off, because if they have an advantage, they'll continue to press it, where Shattered Retreat would allow them to like do the same thing as in EU4, where they just run really far away, regroup, get their morale back. It makes wars stagnant. You're
not worried about this 6.5k troop stack moving to Durham?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Hover over the whole thing.
Yeah.
We can see there's a whole number of them in here that are gray. They are part of that other war.
Okay.
I see 2 that are red. Army of Earl Leofhelm.
And the Army of Marcus
will arrive in Durham on the 16th. But all the gray armies will arrive in Durham on the 16th as well. So even though it's a big stack moving our way, they're just gonna fight in Durham.
Oh, I see. So you were watching. Okay.
Making sure that our allies, quote unquote, are reinforcing.
Oh, I see. So the 6k is not actually 6k. It's 2 sets of 3k, and they're opposites. I got it. Okay.
Okay, but that is interesting. Now they are actually not fighting each other. Why is that?
I don't know, but they're coming to fight us in the province we're in.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. So August the 4th, we are within 1 tick of taking this province. There is no like will arrive in indicator, which is really convenient. You know how with the EU4 you can like hover over a province, it'll tell you how long it'll take you to get there, just by putting your mouse there. Now, why don't they introduce that into CK2, huh?
No.
It's like it's gonna take me 7 days to get out of here. I'm gonna hang out and try to finish the siege. Your boats are still in the Firth of Forth, yes?
Yep.
All right. So we know that sometime in the next 12 days, we don't know exactly what day, but sometime in the next 12 days is the next tick. I think we should wait and finish the siege and then retreat to the boats.
Well, we have 5,000 blue guys coming over from Clydesdale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even... They're gray to me. I'm not showing as blue because I'm not part of the... Yeah, he's not actually going to come here. That'd be crazy.
Well, I'm confused why he's not fighting the other guys. Where did the other guys even go? Oh, Siege of Newcastle. Victory.
Mm-hmm.
We gained quite a bit of gold. It says we gained 63 gold, but I only have 45 gold, so it seems unlikely.
It may be dependent on the fact that I had some of my troops there. We probably split the amount. I show the same thing. I show Siege of Newcastle, 63 gold. But I definitely didn't gain 63 gold. But I got an event. The pillage and looting undertaken in your name has earned you a reputation as a fearsome Viking raider. Woo, I'm a Viking, yay!
Why did I gain piety from raiding them? Because they're a different religion?
Yes. Raiding people of other religions is good, and everyone should do it.
Well, we're almost to 500 piety.
Yeah. Oh, also, I apologize. This is probably why. Click on your boats.
Okay.
While you have your boats selected, you see at the bottom where it says load capacity?
Yep.
There's like a little gold indicator that this fleet is carrying. Does that show that you carry any gold?
No.
Haha, sorry. I took all the money. I have 115 ducats in the bowels of my ships right now.
How do I sink your ships and take your gold?
Well, you pray that I don't decide to have you murdered via Spymaster, and I might send you some.
Yeah, send me all. I don't really care. Just keep. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, so the next thing that's going to fall, and you'll notice there's a disparity here. I actually kept my troops set as raiding. They're in raid mode right now. So we actually, not only did we siege it, we burned it. There's fire on that city now.
Yeah, so the city of Newcastle has been looted and it's burning.
Yeah.
And you took all the money.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not surprised, are you? Come on.
I'm kind of not surprised. I like in the tutorial that that's how it works too. Uh-huh.
Yep. Now, here's the thing, though. It's actually technically not occupied. We haven't actually occupied that city because I burnt it down. So, but there's no garrison, so it's going to fall within like 1 tick after we...
We're gonna pop up.
Okay.
All right.
So.
My marshal, so-and-so, Egil, has told me about a remarkable weaponsmith residing in Ostrogothia. He suggested that I invite the man to my court to see his work for myself. If he managed to impress me, I will order my own custom-made weapon.
Ooh, that sounds like an awesome new event from Monks and Mystics where you're allowed to create artifacts. You should definitely...
Fine idea, Marshall.
Definitely do it.
Okay,
sounds
done.
cool. That army, the 3600 that's heading to Teviotdale, I'm not sure if you are safe where you are right now. What happened to that like 4 or 5k stack that was marching around?
There's a 6k stack down south, and there's a 5k stack 1 tile south of us, and the 6k stack's like 2 tiles south of us. But
okay.
How long do the fights last? Will we have time to get there?
Depends on the rulers, the commanders, and the sizes of the numbers involved.
Well, can I run?
You can try. They're going to be there on the 20th. We got 9 days.
Oh.
Can you get to Northumberland
Is it
in
going
9
to
days?
screw up my siege progress if I start clicking around?
Thank God in CK2, no. You can just tell your army to go to the other province, and if you decide to not move, as long as you don't unpause the game, you will lose no siege progress whatsoever.
That's a nice little feature.
It's actually the same thing in EU4, except for freaking wall breaches. With wall breaches, they just clear the second you move your army.
I can get to Lothian or Dunbar without a fight.
Okay. If it were me, I would just run. I would let your brothers do the fighting. They've got that 6k stack. Let them do all the combat. We'll just help out with some sieges. Right. And I mean, we're at 70% war score right now, so it's going all right. But yeah, I would try to avoid losing any of your levy right now.
Oh, now we have a fight icon showing up again, despite the fact it told me we wouldn't before. What has changed?
Okay. Now it's showing that you will arrive in Dunbar on the 19th, and they will arrive in Teviotdale. Some of the troops are going to arrive on the 19th. Looks like you get to fight. Okay. In that case, let's send everyone to Teviotdale.
Okay.
We don't care about the siege. Like, if you're going to get caught up in combat, we should try to help each other.
All right.
All right. So,
new pop-ups. It's a continuation of that super good plan. I guess I can do it after the fight. So what am I watching when I look at this fight?
Well, I can't see it myself yet. Can you wait, say 8 days? So that I can look at the same interface?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We can probably die in 8 days. We have a quarter of our morale done, half of our morale done.
How long will it take us to get there? We're going to be on the 27th, both of us. 5 days. 4 days to reinforcements
arrive. Down to a third of our morale. Down to a quarter of our morale. Down to a fifth of our morale.
It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
We're not...
Reinforcements are there. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. Cool. All right. So now we can both see the combat. Combat in CK2 is different. You have 3 flanks. You've got the vanguard in the center. You got the right flank, the left flank.
Where am I seeing that? Is that the 3 bars?
Yeah. There's like if it's like select the battle. You can see there's 3 separate morale bars on the top, 3 separate morale bars on the bottom. You can see little arrows indicating who's attacking who. So right now we're the defender, so we're on the bottom. We're right flank
flanked by the top.
Yeah, our right flank has retreated. It's surrendered. It's routed. That little gray flag saying that it's gone. Okay. So the right flank from the enemy is addressing the center, the vanguard. Meanwhile, on our left flank, we've got 372 troops engaging 990. They're doing all right on morale, but we're not looking good right now. Fortunately, it looks like we've got some more reinforcements arriving on the 4th of September, coming in from Northumberland. So we just have to hold the line.
All right.
By the way,
my vassal showed up late to this, because really I should be using his manpower.
Which vassal are we talking about? I'm not sure.
You.
I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense.
You are our shock troops, Arumba. You will be...
Oh God, we're routed. We're just done. Okay, so we're fully routed. We're being pursued now. So there's 3 phases to combat. There's the skirmish phase, the melee phase, the pursuit phase. And right now we're in the pursuit phase, which is where They get to hurt us. We don't do anything except for just take it.
Huh.
So that's bad. We're losing some troops. Not very many. We lost 16 troops yesterday.
Can we still reinforce during the routing phase? Or the pursuit phase or whatever it's called? Yeah.
Yep. If you have less than 25% morale on one flank, whether it's the center or the right or the left, doesn't make any difference, then you automatically go into pursuit. Like you run. So the fact that there's new troops coming in 2 days, they're going to bring in fresh bodies, fresh morale, and boom, suddenly we're back into melee.
Why did we not have a left flank here then?
Because he only had 2... When he had his army composed, for whatever reason, the AI only has 2 stacks. So he's got one in the center, one in the right. He wasn't able to split it up further.
Huh.
So...
That seems crazy considering he had 6,000 troops.
Well, it's a scripted invasion at this game start. So now we've actually routed their right flank, and there goes their center flank, and now they are being pursued. See how they've got the gray flags on the top, and now we have the little horseman with the pursuit indicator?
Yeah.
And so we are in murder mode. We're just murdering as many men as we can.
Good.
It was a valiant battle. I am such a good vassal.
A good chunk of people right now.
Many troops die in the pursuit phase.
Oh my god.
All right.
Stack wipe them?
That battle was worth 29.5 war score. It's also worth some piety. Fighting against people who don't believe in the things we do. Actually, we murdered somebody.
Guthin Horian was captured in battle and is now my prisoner.
Oh, you have a pop-up. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the Battle of Melrose pop-up that shows that King Artgal of Galloway died during the battle, and you apparently have also captured somebody. Cool. So he'll be in your keep.
Okay, I gain 100 prestige.
Sweet.
Okay, Song of Bliss, Song of This Day, and I still have that weaponsmith pop up, so let's do that. Okay, here's the battle indicators. So casualties on... neither of these are me. Which side am I on this? On the pop up. So I see Rogs and Valdar.
You should be able to see. You should be able to see like just like the war overview. Like one side will have one faction, the other side will have the other. And yours should kind of have like a little highlight to it, whichever side you were on. Attacker, defender. I'm pretty sure we were considered the defender in that fight.
But I think we're on the left because the symbol's on the left.
Okay. Seems fine.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I was trying to get some sense of that, but I don't. I know maybe we're on the right because there's much more. No, survivors. Okay. No, we're definitely on the left because we have more survivors. Okay.
By the way, my entire levy got wrecked. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's cool.
We have this blacksmith pop up, and then I think we should cut this part. So let's take a look at this real quick. Okay. Do I want a sword? Swords may give more martial than other weapons, personal combat skill, and monthly prestige. A lance may give bonus to commanded mounted troops, as well as a martial, personal combat skill, and monthly prestige. Wait, so it has all the things a sword does, but also does more things?
Well, it sounds like the sword could have higher martial.
It doesn't say that.
Didn't it? I thought it did.
More martial actually does say that. Okay, fine.
I think it literally says that, Filthy.
Man, reading tooltips, my strength. Axes may give a bonus to commanded light foot troops, as well as martial, personal combat skill, and monthly prestige, or maces may give a command bonus. So okay, so I can get... So it's all giving martial, personal combat skill, and prestige, although the sword gives more martial. And then I have the option of mounted, light foot, or heavy foot for bonuses.
Okay, most of our troops at this time in history, 867, as the Norse, are going to be light troops. So you can either go with the sword, so that you get some more overall levy, or you could go with the one that gives you the bonus to light foot, which, if it were me, if I had that pop up, I would take the light foot.
Okay.
Bonus.
All right, well, let's cut the part, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for watching.